As I'm sure it is for many of you, my life looks nothing like it did 4 months ago. My daily habits and routines have been turned upside down, and my life probably won't ever return to the way it was before. Lockdown has given us a lot of opportunity to think about what's important in life, what we need, and what needs to change. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman, host of yourbrilliance.com. And in this video, I want to share 3 unexpected lessons I've learned about life, love, and being a woman. So the first lesson I've learned is that I got it wrong when I thought that I put on nice clothes and makeup every day because I was going out in public and people were going to see me. We don't look good for other people. We look good for ourselves. So I spent the first 3 months of lockdown in yoga pants with no makeup because I thought I was giving my skin a break. But then when I looked in the mirror, I looked so old. I looked tired and I looked drained. Finally, I went to get a haircut, and my hairdresser told me that she couldn't believe that people had stopped washing their hair just because they weren't going out. She said that she had worn makeup every single day because it made her feel good about herself. And it made me realize maybe part of the reason that I feel so tired and drained is because I'm not making that effort. So I'm back to doing my makeup regularly again, and this time it's for me. It doesn't matter if no one else is going to see me, I'm going to see me, and that's what matters. The next lesson I've learned is about love. Romantic love gets all the glory, but there's another kind of love that fuels and sustains us. It's the love of those who came before us. The love of our grandparents or our great 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 grandparents that we never knew. These are the people who give us our identity and who give us our heritage. I used to look at the daily reports of people in my state who died of COVID-19, and it was hard to see how many of them were people's grandparents in their 80s, 90s. Think of what those people have seen and lived in their lifetime, and all of that is gone. We forget to hold that love tight, but we shouldn't. When we keep our elderly out of sight and out of mind, we miss an opportunity for perspective. The arc of a life is long. Whatever stage in life we're in right now is only temporary. To someone in their 90s, we are all youngsters. So value those relationships. Boyfriends come and go, but the love of our grandparents and our ancestors carry us for a lifetime. The final lesson I've learned, and probably the biggest lesson, is that mental health needs to be a bigger priority for most of us. Even if life is hard, if we feel good, or at least we feel capable, we can cope with it. But poor mental health makes an easy life feel really tough and a difficult life feel impossible. We're in a global mental health crisis right now. That triple whammy of isolation, financial strain, and unpredictability is hitting us all really hard. And we're not just feeling our own pain, we're feeling the pain of others. You know, all the deaths of spouses and parents and loved ones. We're facing up to our long history of racism and the pain it has caused. Now, in normal life, we have our own little bubble. We believe that we'll be able to go to the grocery store tomorrow and see food and toilet paper on the shelves. We believe that we'll be able to meet up with our friends if we want some company. We believe that if we get sick, we can go to the doctor and get well again. That stability makes us feel safe. But life isn't stable. It only looks that way. Good mental health helps us cope when life peels back that layer of illusion. We realize that nothing is given and bad things do happen, and someone isn't always going to catch us if we fall. If we have the resources inside, we can deal with all that, but we don't always have those resources. If you've been struggling, if you've been down, if you've been worrying, then don't carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. See what support is out there. And just as important, if you see someone else struggling, Don't shame them for not being strong and positive. We often have this instant negative reaction to someone else's pain, which means that the people most in need of support tend to hide it for fear of being judged. Your partner might be struggling right now and never tell you because he believes that you'll freak out. You expect him to be the strong one, and so he plays that role even though it's not how he feels inside. We have to learn how to hold space for each other. And the very best video I've seen on how to do that comes from Brené Brown. I will give you the link to that in just a moment. So tell me, what lessons have you learned in lockdown? Have your values and priorities shifted? And if you want to keep in touch with me, you can always reach out via social media. I will put the links to my social media accounts below. See you next time.